Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue. Suggestive dialogue. Suggestive dialogue.
All right, what's going on, everybody? This is the Let's Talk After Dark podcast, where anything goes and nothing's off the table. I'm Benny, with me as always,
Maverick Prasad,
Daddy Fuego,
our special guest,
MacWay.
All right, so you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Google, Apple, Spotify. Watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and we got to do the announcements too. So, so any announcements?
shout out to
special shout out to Start Line Brewing Company.
These motherfuckers started early.
Shout out to Start Line Brewing Company for graciously sponsoring our Beer Daddy giveaway live event we did last weekend with the Beer Bros in Massachusetts. They sent us their delicious brew. Shout out to Start Line Brewing Company out there in Hopkinton, Massachusetts.
yes, and also
Dope. Yeah, buy our shirts.
merch.
We got merch for sale. This is the Let's Talk Classic Tee. We have this for sale in 3 colors, black, pink, and red, along with the Cue My Intro, Daddy Fuego Liquor Booze Trying Out Show t-shirts. When we made this product, we actually bought one of each product the distributor was selling. We tried it on and picked the absolute best garments they had in order to produce our shit. So make sure you hit us up to purchase yours today. And also, I sell promos.
All right.
But you've been busy.
Yeah, man, I try to stay busy. Try to stay active. You know what I mean? You got to stay active. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep my hands in all the pots. You know what I mean?
I see you.
No bull.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like COVID slowed you down at all, man. If anything, it gave you some time to speed up a little faster. Cause
I was recently in Atlanta, and I spoke to a lot of people out there, and I was touching on that exact same thing. And it was like, even though we all know a lot of small businesses took a lot of hits during COVID, I feel like a lot of independent businesses actually succeeded during COVID. You know what I mean? If you actually touch base with your consumers, you touch base with your city, you ate. Motherfuckers spent money. A lot of people got a lot of extra money that they had nothing to do with it, so they spent money with you. So if you were a small business that started to fail, your consumers in that area really ain't fuck with your business. You've just been a standalone business for a while. You know what I mean? And now, when money got a little shaky, your regular customers weren't coming outside. You know what I mean? So the actual people of that city that make that neighborhood thrive or that area thrive, they didn't fuck with your business. That's why you failed. You know what I mean? But the actual independent businesses that were out there eating and out there touching bases with the people, they thrived. All of COVID, they thrived. Everybody I spoke to, they thrived. Fuck 1, fuck 8, they thrived.
that
like,
is probably the
numbers
realest
they ain't
thing
see.
right there. That's
No
that's
bullshit.
the truth. Yeah.
No bullshit.
Until you said it right now, I never looked at it that way. But that's crazy.
It's
It's the truth, though. Yeah.
It's real.
It's sad. So I think a lot of businesses who thought, wow, bro, that's the truth.
Come on, man. I was talking to businesses and I was like, yo, you ain't got Uber Eats? No, we've been here for 10 years, though.
Yeah.
COVID hit. 10 years, that longevity meant shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was a convenience. Not
Times
really,
are
yeah.
changing. Yeah. People want you to be convenient to them, not them to have to work for you. You know what I mean? Like, shit, motherfuckers want Uber Eats. People want Apple Pay. People want a lot of different shit that's going to be available to them. And if your business wasn't offering that, late hours. Like, shit.
Yeah, my dad's bar got DoorDash now.
Yeah.
Damn bar.
I DoorDash from my dad's bar.
That's amazing.
Which was so weird because I was like, it came and I told my girl, I was like, yo, I just DoorDashed this from my dad's spot.
2 shots and shit.
I paid $10 over, but whatever. I'd have to go to Holyoke.
You poured the shots?
No, they got tripletas and shit. They got some good food. Shout out to the Unicorn, 126 High Street, Holyoke.
Yeah,
Real
shout out.
shit. Real shit.
Unicorn is open again.
But through COVID, the birth Daddy Fuego. It would have never happened. I would have just kept doing stand up, but because I couldn't, So I think, like, honestly, like, if you were an independent contractor, such as a comedian or a musician or something like that, and like you really could have used COVID to your advantage, coming out with more videos, coming out with just being more innovative. The people that weren't being innovative are the people that kind of stopped doing everything that they were doing. You know what I mean? But if you're innovative and if you're really, really invested and you're not the type of person that waits for opportunities to come to you and you make them for yourself, COVID was a blessing for you. That sounds like a weird thing to say, but it's true.
Real shit.
That's fucked up, but it's true. COVID was it's not a blessing, but it was. You know what I mean?
Not for the people lost,
but it made people it made people try again. You know what I mean? Like they weren't waiting to be fed. People had to go out there and eat.
That hustle's ambition.
So what's going on with that video with Shay Nice?
I was just about to.
Which one? Shit, which one? We got the one that's doing some great numbers right now. Shot by W Taekwondo. Shit fire. You know what I mean? To the silhouette challenge that she did with Gook. They bodied it. Both of them bodied it. She wanted a visual aspect for her verse and asked me just to be a part of it. And of course, I ain't gonna turn down shit but my collar. Shit, I ain't wearing one. Come on now. So yeah, you know what I mean? Same shit, just being active and staying moving, you know what I mean? Like that was right after I literally came from Atlanta, was in Boston for 2 days, and then she was like, yo, literally Atlanta, Boston, 2 days, and then the next day she's like, I need you to come to Pennsylvania tonight.
Oh damn.
Tonight. I know it's last minute, but I need you to do it tonight. I was like, shit, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I work a full-time job. I got kids, all of that shit. Like, it's no opportunity I turn down if I'm available. Like,
did you drive or fly there?
We drove.
Oh, shit.
Drove to Atlanta, came back, drove to Boston, came back, drove to Pennsylvania.
You get like an oil change in between?
It was like 3-4 different cars or something. Yeah, we wasn't the same vehicle.
That poor car.
Yeah, not one of those was my vehicle.
Trying to trade this shit in.
My shit up. They ain't tearing my shit up. The city of Springfield done tore my shit up enough.
Yo.
Let that highway do anything else.
Yeah. The streets suck.
They got money to fix the numbers, though.
Yeah, right?
I'm telling you, man.
I'd be surprised that when I drive down an actual good street that I know used to be bad.
Oh yeah, you take your time. Like,
Oh shit! Killing it down the street. Still need to fix Liberty Street though, you rat bastards.
Shit, that that's been fucked up for ever. They ain't fixing that shit.
they
I
ain't
feel
fixing
like
it.
it took them 3 years to do Boston Road.
They ain't fixing it.
There was construction on there for the longest time.
You
Right
know
down
who,
where Walmart is.
you know who did the State Street one, right? When State Street pretty much from like Mason Square down.
Oh yeah.
That was the PVTA because they're tired of getting their buses fucked up. So they actually did a thing, made a deal with the city to fix that part.
Yeah, those tires are expensive.
The shocks up.
On a bus.
They're trying to slow down traffic. That's it. They don't want people speeding.
You don't want people speeding. Also, that's why around the hood, your streets are never gonna be because they don't want you getting out. You know, But for real, if they have to do a raid. They want to make sure you bump, you know, you ain't maneuvering no shit out of there.
Transmission brake for you to be on the block.
Shoot, there's a reason for everything, man. Cause it's funny. My street's always the first one plowed before like the main street because one of the guys from the DPW, the big guys, lives at the end of it. So I get that. Yeah.
I'm trying to move over there.
Yeah.
City is horrible.
It's amazing.
That's the
Like,
worst
I look at
city I've ever.
Parker Street's horrible. My street's clean. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, I've lived in so many states. And
Springfield's the worst.
yo, they're the worst plowers. Like, for how much they make.
Oh.
Like, because I know plow, they make a lot of money, but those are the worst. And they're like, oh, you know, they're trying the best they can. I'm like, yeah, but Boston, it does it better. And it's a bigger city.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's not even the state that's bad. It's literally the city.
city. It's a
Springfield,
city.
Massachusetts, because Chickapee straight.
You could fucking ride a bike on that
Yeah,
street the same
Chickapee
day.
straight.
Springfield would
It's
be
the
a
funniest
blizzard.
thing. You know the town lines because you're driving the street shitty. And as soon as you hit Chickapee, Wilbraham, like, clear. All of a sudden, it's like not even no snow.
I don't know what it is.
It makes no damn sense.
It's like they make the
Dice riding
streets
that
out of
fucking
something else. Fucking
Yeah.
Coon juice. That's what they make it out
They
of.
poured out too many 40s on the streets. And now the snow doesn't melt.
It's uncleanable. It's uncleanable. That's why we get more black ice.
Speaking of that, so you're gonna be on the next No Chill coming up.
Yeah,
We'll talk
yo.
about that too. That's gonna be. See, you got some
Hell
funny.
yeah.
That's gonna be.
Yeah.
You got actually the whole Inappropriality squad.
I can't wait for that. Like,
can't
I'm
either.
literally, I'm getting ready for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
win.
look up to Dame, to fucking Impression Prince.
Yeah.
No, I don't look up to Richie.
Richie,
I look up
stupid
to
ass
Richie.
shoulders.
You know what I'm saying? I look up to Richie, Chico Dusty. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers who really are forcing this lane, especially for our generation in this area. You know what I mean? I grew up off the comic views, the kings of comedies and shit. We grew up off the generation where we all was comedians. You know what I mean? We all could crack on each other and all of that shit. So to see you guys really take that shit and run with it and actually be great, and actually keep pushing, even your ass. How the fuck I'm not bringing up you? You and Ty. My fault, brother.
Nah,
My
it's cool.
fucking fault, brother. You and Ty too. Like, yo. And really be pushing that shit. The only thing I really want to see is like more females. Like,
So, you know what?
divulging
I
into
am
the lane,
so
you know what I mean? And
happy
really getting
you are
more
saying that.
active with it, because I feel like, not for nothing, a lot of times where motherfuckers speak on that. Like, I know y'all seen the NCAA shit with the women getting their facilities,
the facility, their
correct,
workout.
because they had these motherfuckers on a jungle gym previous to that shit. Like, get right, bitches. You know what I mean? But it's, you know what I mean? It's like a catch-22, because it's like if the women don't step up and start asking for it and step up and showing that work, that they really bout that shit, the motherfuckers ain't gonna give them that recognition. You know what I mean? You're gonna humbly just, you all right.
Except with, yeah.
But if they step the fuck up and they start barking like, look, nah, we some force to be reckoned with on that all aspects. You know what I mean? It could really start doing some things. Yeah, that's why I'm glad to see, you know what I mean, like Sherelle and Laura, you know what I mean, John Tay, a lot of them that actually are in that comedian realm as well.
Yeah.
And pushing out content, because I don't even look at Sherelle like a comedian. But she be putting out funny ass shit on a regular ass basis. You know what I'm saying? Like all them TikTok shits and all that shit, I be dying. Even though they cater to women, I'm sitting there dying laughing. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
But
Funny's
it's
funny.
Funny is funny, and yeah, and a
Funny's
lot of they're universal, and I just need. It just sucks because a lot of things is like, so it's funny you brought up that, because I was talking with shout out to Rob Santos about that, because I was like, yo, I said I need some strong. I'm looking for some strong women comedians, and he's like, it's hard to come by. You know what I mean? Because all the comedy talk around, pretty much what you said is what, like, if you want it, unfortunately, what you have to do is you have to really start barking. You know what I mean? You have to really go out there and put your shit out there and really say, hey, I'm here. Be a nuisance, be that bitch, be that asshole, be whatever you have to do. Because once they see you or recognize you, then they realize, shit, you're forced to be reckoned with, you know? Yeah. But unfortunately, you gotta do what us niggas had to do. And if you're black, you gotta keep on doing that. I feel bad, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the sad truth, but it's the way the game is played. It's a horrible game.
Yeah.
But you said
it's like
simple as that. You turned on the system, you picked up the controller. So regardless of how hard or easy the game is, you decided to play this game.
Yeah.
So whatever is taking for you to beat this game or be effective in this game, you got to do it. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You got to do it.
I found out like comedy is more cutthroat than rap.
Comedy is harder than med school.
It's way more. You would think, because
like,
people are funny, like they're comics, they're out there to make people laugh, but behind that curtain, shit's volatile.
The thing is, I realize this, like, talent is only probably like maybe 20% of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The rest of it is how many people can you know, how much can you network and get it, because there's some funny dudes. Like I saw at these open mics some funny ass dudes, and I'm like thinking these guys been in the game 2 years. You know what I mean? 3 years in the game, and they have it. But the thing about it is, they're still considered newbies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got other people, they call them the gatekeepers or whatever. They are right there. What you gonna do for me? You know what I mean? Or what you really got? Or how long can you keep that funny going? You know what I mean? Throughout a week, Like, anybody could go up there and always, like, use crowd work and everything, but a lot of bookers, what I learned, what they want is they want a consistency.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes hard because sometimes you'll get, like, a crowd. I was always told I can't do black rooms. That's my goal for this year, is to do a black room and make them laugh at me, not shake their head in disgust and pure shame.
He ain't one of us. Shame on him. Let's go, sister.
Yo, shut up.
My son sell drugs. If I don't like this shit.
Yo, I'm going for MacWay team. I already know my team I'm picking, yo.
Yo, we're gonna be in their VIP for sure.
That's yes.
We are there.
Shout out, thank you, Dave. That's amazing.
Yo, for sure. I couldn't miss that. I hit up Richie. I was like, we need a table because I'm not missing this. But when I go out now, I have this new rule. If you do get me out, I'm VIP. I'm Daddy like
to that point though, no joke. I was just saying to my cousin Trevi, shout out Trevi Makem. He just dropped a project Salamula.
Yes.
Like a month or less ago. Go run that shit up. Shit hard as hell. But fucking I was just saying to him literally the same shit, and I don't know funny shit. When we came back from Atlanta, I was literally saying, I was like, when we in our city, we need to not for nothing get that VIP, and if you going out, you know what I mean? Beyond supporting whatever business and venue that is, that adds to that star power.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If every time you in a motherfucking room you got a VIP, niggas notice that.
Yeah.
They notice that.
There's
Perks
that
start open,
plus
the
the
keys
support.
start
That's the best way you can support is
man.
getting the
Come on,
VIP.
man.
So
The
I'm
females in
that's
there
what
bringing
we're
bottles
on
of
all
this,
year.
Pay them bitches. That's why they, you know what I mean?
That's
We ain't got bottle girls because y'all ain't paying fucking bottle girls.
Yeah.
So motherfucker pay them bitches. Like, damn, like shit. You want the crowd to be lit? Spend your fucking money. You niggas got stimmies. Shit.
Shout out to Joe Biden for getting us for getting us VIP
Homie,
at the
he
No Chill Show. Yo, our VIP sponsored by President Joe Biden.
But FYI, Richie said we get it free, so
I know he told me that. He told me that, but he was like, but you know what I'm saying, I gotta charge for VIP, and I was just like, yeah, I want VIP.
that's
though.
Richie's voice.
I don't want to just yeah, I've been working on it. I don't want to just be there though. Like I gotta have people gotta see me. They gotta see us. Like they gotta see us. I'm gonna wear merch and everything.
Put that spotlight on you.
Right? Like
That's-
otherwise,
It's a
Business.
but that's true, yeah.
It's real
yeah.
business.
Plus,
Every major
it's
city.
Richie's our guy. Like we have to support.
Yeah.
Support.
Teach these motherfuckers, man.
For sure.
So many people feel like supporting is dick riding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't about
Posts
to
on
go in
Facebook.
there. I ain't about to go to Yola party and get no VIP in Yola party. I ain't about to go to Doran Pierre and Stevie Mac show and get no VIP. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, that I'm 100%.
What's
Like, I
wrong
don't-
with you motherfuckers?
They spend money
these
on really
motherfuckers.
stupid
Support
shit.
your peers, man. Support your neighbors, man. Used to borrow sugar from these niggas. Like, what the fuck? Like, same motherfucker used to give you sugar. Now he like, yo, I got t-shirts. Nah, nigga.
Yeah.
I used to give you sugar on a fucking regular basis. Kool-Aid, all types of shit. I used to let you use my Wi-Fi password, fuck nigga. Yo. Now I'm selling teas. You don't know me no more, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm gonna need all that shit in your back.
I'm gonna need all that.
He outside again.
Just change your password. It's like
Wow.
tight. Yo, what happened to password? What happened to Netflix?
That shit is wild.
Oh, speaking of Netflix, yo, you guys read that thing that Netflix is gonna be making it harder though for you to share your thing?
They trying to fuck me
But you
over.
know what?
Nah,
Let me
it's
tell you.
just doing
Let me
the code thing.
Let me tell you something. Niggas will always survive. Like we
Listen,
find a way around.
they're doing the
everything.
same thing Comcast does with the Comcast. When you borrow somebody Comcast password to get all them apps, listen, it's not gonna stop us.
Or when you borrow they third box
It's
in their
just-
room and
yeah.
you bring it to your house.
It's just all,
Your shit about not to work no more.
it just sends them a code. It sends the person who just subscribed a code. All you gotta do is text and be like, "Yo, what's the code they just sent you?" And then you're good.
Right.
That's it. Unless you stole it, fuck it. It makes it harder for people to steal Netflix.
That's possible.
You know what I mean? Somebody stole my fucking Spotify. I was so mad. It was somebody from another country because they made this whack ass playlist. This whack ass playlist full of shit. That if it was dope, it would have been different. I'd have shared it with them. But the problem with Spotify is it only lets one person listen at a time. So if somebody's playing something and you change it, if you log in and you change it, it changes their song too. So I'm hearing all this like this rap from the Netherlands. And this shit was, I don't understand what they're saying, but I can tell it's trash. You can like you can tell just by the cadence. And I was just like, let me report this motherfucker. I want my account back. So yeah.
Talking about cadences though, good brother. I've been seeing you get active as fuck. You been getting active as fuck with the music.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I gotta get back. I haven't. It's hard to balance both. Like especially because I want to do this so hard and dedicate to this so much, and start doing shows now that everything is open back up, and all that stuff. And I think it's not a time thing. It's just a creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like when you switch, because comedy takes a lot. And producing Daddy Fuego, a lot of people don't know. It don't just look good for no reason. Like it looks good because Benny spends a lot of time. And we also have to when we get the location, every episode got to be different. Each episode for was sponsored for the most part. You know what I mean? So building all those relationships and stuff. But I really rap was my first love. And I definitely want to give it back.
Bring back the fucking bars, man.
Appreciate
Bring it back to bars, man.
Yeah.
No bars.
I gotta get back.
Let's talk about your music, though.
Bullshit.
Yeah, yo, so I was listening to Melodies Are Clutch.
Definitely.
And that project is fire.
Respect.
No, I really like that project because it doesn't... There's a sound that's synonymous with people who are just starting, and that album does not follow it. So it sounds mature. It sounds like an artist who knows who they are and knows what they want to sound like.
I respect that because originally all of those songs was throwaways. Literally every last one of those tracks was every song that was in a sense lost sessions. Like, damn, this was recorded in this state, but we don't got the stems, and I needed to do this, and I should have did this. You know what I mean? I hear all the impurities in that shit. I don't even listen to it. You know what I mean? But in the same breath, collectively, I understood it had a good vibe. You know what I mean? And shit, MAC, Mac, Melodies Are Clutch. That's the game right now. Melodies take over everything. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't care if you could sing. Niggas don't care if you could rap. They don't care about shit as long as that shit got a vibe and it's got a hard melody.
Wait. Is that what Mac is? Melodies Are Clutch?
Nah, make a change.
Okay, I was about to say, well, okay.
It was a play off it.
Okay. Yeah,
Melodies Are Clutch is a play off it, but MAC is make a change. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, you know what I mean? So
is once you know, once I know an artist can rap, can really, really get busy.
Once I wish you were talking to them.
You pulled it away. I had it here, and then you pulled it away. I thought I was being too loud. That wasn't my fault. But fucking threw me off my shit, man. Didn't he pull it away? I was here. He pulled the mic. I thought.
You gotta see the playback. I don't know. I don't remember right now.
Run it back.
Nah, I was just checking something. But you good.
Nah, but once I know somebody can actually spit, I don't mind hearing the melodic, you know what I mean? The melodic songs and stuff like that. Just the shit that you listen to when you're chilling. Because for me personally, and I'm not necessarily right, this is just how I am, is I be in different moods. And sometimes I just really want to hear bars.
yeah,
So I throw on Nas.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
But sometimes I'm smoking, I'm chilling, I'm vibing. I'm not even necessarily listening to everything I'm just chilling. And, especially if you could be the type of artist that could do it all, you don't ever got to get nothing else. You know what I mean? Somebody just stays on your playlist the whole time.
Yeah.
And that is important to me because it's it makes you a good recording artist, a good artist. And that's
I respect that statement just because, when I first even started music, it was not for nothing, just never trying to be a recording artist. I speak to a lot of younger artists now. Hey, Mac this, Mac you did it, Mac you did it, Mac you did. I'm not chasing being a recording artist. You know what I mean? I'm chasing realistically placements, writing, shit like that. The recording artist is trying to be the star quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to be the star quarterback is literally the hardest fucking job in the game. You chasing trying to be Tom Brady. You chasing trying to be Drew Brees rather than just trying to chase being in the game. You know what I mean? I just want to be in the NFL, motherfucker. It's a big difference.
I feel
trying
that.
to chase
Yeah.
the star quarterback. And it's not I don't want to be this star. It's da-da-da-da. It's not. I understand what I can do, what I can't do, what I'm willing to do, what I'm not willing to do. You know what I mean? And trying to maneuver through the motherfucking shit and just show people what you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I had done that. When I was working as a publicist, I was getting really jealous. So what the artists, because there would be artists from all over the place, like all over the country, and we would be doing like their press releases and the press packages. My job specifically for that PR firm was to do their write-ups. I would write their bios in their press kits, and then I would do, whenever they went on like Hip Hop DX or Double XL or something, the write-up that you read in the article, I would write those. And I would do famous, like I did one for like Troy Ave. Like I would do like famous artists, and when I would do it and I would hear, not him specifically, but any other artist that was coming up from like a different city in a different state, like I would hear the music. I'm like, I could do this shit. I was like, wait a minute, I can do this shit too.
but like Matt was saying a minute ago, though, the reality of it is 20% the music. It's 20% the creative. I mean, that whole 80% of everything else that goes to getting any person to that platform that's the shit I feel like a lot of people in this area lack. You know what I'm saying?
Can you say it one more time? No, because that's the shit that pisses me off. Everyone's like, "Oh, y'all shit hitting me." No, you gotta know the game. There's a business aspect to it, and these motherfuckers don't care about it.
100%.
Sorry,
100%.
That brings me to a conversation I want to talk, especially with you, because I've heard you touch on this before, and it was about knowing your worth. Because I feel like a lot of people who charge, because there was this thing when Mike Torch posted that people don't.
Just giving me that.
I thought that shit was hilarious.
I said Mike brought it up the first time. You see who brought it up? Don't hit me up about this shit.
But famously, everybody knows that I agree with Mike. I wrote it on the post. I said it on the podcast a bunch of times. Like, I 100% agree with him because of this. It's not me being a hater.
No.
It's just knowing. I hate when people go, "Oh, I'm going to charge this because I know my worth." And I'm like, yeah, but your worth isn't based off of any accolades whatsoever. It's based off of entirely ego. So if somebody doesn't want to pay you that, then they're not broke. Right. It's not because they're broke.
It should be fine.
It's not because it's not because like they're hating on you or nothing. It's because like I just don't see your worth. I just don't see it. Now I don't bitch at people for what they charge. I'll ask something, they tell me what they charge, and I just decline. You know what I mean? But because it's not right to complain about it. But knowing your worth,
you gotta see the value of return, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There has to be a return, and that is a business thing. Yeah. So, like, I was trying to work because I know you said something about, and I don't want to quote you because I don't remember exactly what you said because it was a long time ago, but it was about producers in Springfield and why you would get your music off of YouTube or BeatStars rather than working with people out here. But I've tried. Like, I've tried to work with people out here, and when you hit me, if you're somebody who your production credits include a bunch of people nobody outside the city knows, right? Mm-hmm. And you're charging me 5, 6, 7 times the amount of somebody with production credits, like real actual industry credits, what would then be the benefit if I can get a beat just as dope, right?
Maybe even better.
For 5, 6, 7 times less. You know what I'm saying? From somebody outside the city. I'd be like, you have to. I get trying to get your bag. 100, 1,000%. I also get supporting people in your community. 100%. But I just don't believe that overcharging people from your community is a way to perpetuate yourself forward. Like, I would never try to exclusively get rich and eat off of people in the community that are struggling to come up. Like, I would want to help. So that's why I run my show different. Like, if people want to sponsor from here, you get a different price than from when you're, like a corporation or something like that. Right. Like, I don't charge. And then it's a lot of people who talk about like, oh, I charge less to establish. You have to be established and this and that established when you yourself aren't established. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that I've seen, and it's like, I had a really unhealthy way of venting it before, which I atoned in one of these damn episodes. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because I get fired up. I'm passionate about that shit. Now it's more like trying to understand where the mindset even comes from. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand, like, you want to get your money for what you do because it's hard. The equipment costs a lot of money. I used to sell beats myself. Like, we made good money. I paid rent off of selling beats, like way back in the day, like on SoundClick. Like back when that shit, back in like 2008. and shit. And that's how I build my relationship with like Anal Domini and shit like that. But it's like nowadays, now it's so different that I can't even imagine getting back into doing something like that. I will make my own beats, but to sell them and like the game's changed so much. But I just don't know why. And maybe you could explain to me like the idea of charging this ridiculous amount of money, right, for beats, but then saying that if you don't support people out here, you're whack.
Shit.
You're not supporting. It's like they make it so that you can't. You want to, but you really can't, because I cannot financially justify it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like to an accountant, I cannot sit there and be like, all right, I'm gonna give this dude $2,000 just because he's from my city, because then I can be like, I could get 19 beats, exclusive rights, all that stuff from somebody who produced for a Nicki Minaj for less. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want everything in my heart wants to only work with people here. Everything in my heart. But how? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I?
It's the dirty.
Financially
it goes back
do
to
that.
this is Springfield being how it is with the politics and everything, because that's where everyone learns shit from. That's why. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I wanted to say this.
No,
like,
I was done.
Like, I know you're younger than me. I don't know how much, but I just I know. I'm an old guy. I just look good. But like,
That's subjective.
all right, now you know what, we're gonna have a Daddy Fuego, Madam Prasad, sexy pole photo shoot later on going on. But no, like you guys, like
Yo, wait, calendar? Do we dare?
yeah, let's go, let's go,
No.
let's go. I'm Dad Bod 101 right here, baby.
He's gonna have like bean
I'm gonna have
chairs on
the
his
I'm gonna have the nipple clamps. Yeah, heck yeah.
Oh my god.
Shoot, but like I love like watch, because when you guys talk, man, it's the common sense you have. Like the reason why I was really excited about the episode, because you have not only your music good, not only is like a lot of things you're involved in great. You know what I mean? Like I don't know where you are with Alpha, but I see but everything.
Brother, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Alpha Mel, man.
Yo,
Shout
everything
out,
you're
shout
tied
out.
to though is like is going up. You know what I mean? So you really know your shit. Not to be disrespectful by saying your shit, but just just being honest about like everything that's going on and where you want to take your career. The circle you have around you is all like-minded people too. You know what I mean? Like that right there, you guys are building a community that I wish that we were trying to do back then, but you guys got it together, because what you put aside was the biggest thing, egos.
Facts.
And you looked at exactly what is going to make this work.
Facts.
And you're honest with each other. You know what I mean?
Facts.
People can't take honesty out here. Some people.
Facts.
You tell somebody their music sucks, or hey, I don't really like it. People get upset. You know what I mean? I'm just now learning to tell rappers, it's not my thing. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, because I don't really listen to rap that much. I'll be honest.
Nah, but everybody's a consumer. Tell them, motherfucker, how you feel. Fuck that shit.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, but the thing is, no.
Every time you're like, I don't listen to rap, I'm like, no.
No, but the thing about it though was when I do listen to rap, and I like Yola.
Yeah.
Fucking love that kid. Sam,
That was dope.
Fucking love that kid. You
Go.
fucking
Shout
love
out
that kid.
Shout out Ali.
Sam
413, man.
Shoot, like it's just it's crazy. And speaking of that, like you and Sam and somebody else did this like collab on a song. I can't remember.
Highway John.
Is that the one with the police and everything like that? Yo, you two fucking killed it. Like when I first heard that, I was like, all right, because your voice to say, I was like, yes, yeah, I don't know who the other guys. I'm not gonna say, you can hate me, but I wasn't really, like I'm looking like it was strong. And then Sam's verse came in, and from his perspective on the story, it was just, you two saved the song. I'm gonna be honest, and I told him that. I had to write him a text, say, I said, because I talked to him more. I talked to him more than everybody.
Like,
so
don't you ever like, all right, as artists, like, don't you ever like when you do a song with people you real cool with, and then people come up to you and you're like, yo, you murdered that dude, and you're like, yo, I don't.
I'm not gonna hold. You know what I mean? Just touch on that first. That it don't matter to me. Like so many people
awkward.
since I've been making music be like, yo, Mac, why did you do that song with this person? Why did you do that song with that person? Why'd you do this song with them? Why'd you do this song with them? They know about me now. They fuck with me now. They're fans of my music now. Before I did that song with them, they weren't.
Yeah, 'cause now you got their
Now
fans.
you got their
We're not getting paid for music right now. That shit didn't do nothing to hurt me, nor nothing to, you know what I mean? Like, for anybody that would have listened to that song, it's not like they were like, oh, I'm never listening to this MacWay guy again. Like, nigga, you just randomly stumbled across that fucking song. Like, so, you know what I mean? Maybe 2-3 years later, you'd be like, oh, I heard of this dude. He was on some trash-ass song. Like, oh, shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, first and foremost, now back to the other shit you said. I don't charge for features and I don't turn down features. I work. I don't charge for features and I don't turn down features. Hit that DM. What's good?
What? No 1,500?
Let's get to work. My only disclaimer.
Yola's funny because Yola he tells me, he goes, oh, no, I only charged $1,200 because I knew everybody got their stimmy.
I fucking love it. Yo,
Not even no
I
bullshit.
was dying laughing.
Not even no bullshit. If you not my folk, and that's just off the love of like, I mean, you ain't really one of my people. My only disclaimer is like, what's the rollout plan? Like, that's really it, because the reality is you can take $500 being this local artist and then this other motherfucker don't give you a video for it. Did that help you, that little $500? I work a full-time fucking job, but I get my own bread. I don't need that $500 for that video or that feature. You know what I mean? I need you to make sure you about to try to get this in the Spotify playlist. I need to make sure you hitting up a motherfucker like a publicist who could get write-ups for this shit. I need you to tell me how we getting this on all of the pages that are fucking influencers and all of that. So if I'm asking you for money out your pocket instead of telling you what money I can add to this, what I'm adding to this as a feature, this is where my worth comes into play. At the end of the day, I'm telling you what I can add as a feature. Same shit with me and Shay Nice was just talking about with the video that did 1.6 in a night. I mean, like, y'all could flex with all this bullshit and all this extra. That's 1,600 views in 24 hours, organic views.
Yeah.
24 hours.
That's all I've
Ain't too many of you motherfuckers in the city doing that shit, dog. That ain't offer no bread or nothing besides real love and real promotion. It's niggas you can spend $500 and they don't promote the project.
Yes. The money will come.
You could go give that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put that into anything. Like, understand where this money is going to. That's like paying an artist anything. First and foremost, respect everybody prices. You know what I mean? I ain't no cheap nigga. If I'm shopping with you, I'm going to shop with you. I ain't going to hassle you. I ain't going to haggle you. We might barter. You know what I mean? If I got some product for you, barter.
Yo, tell it. Tell it.
Respect everybody prices. So same shit like you said. Like, if I come to you and your prices is not what I'm fucking with or it don't make sense to me, I ain't going to disrespect you. I'm going to keep it moving. You know what I mean? All right, say less. We'll meet at another time. It's going to come to a point in time where you looking over your shoulder like, you hitting me for this shit.
Yeah, thank you. Yep.
It's the reality of shit. You got to work. You know, same shit you also was saying. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers want you to be influencers. You know what I mean? Realistically, I don't really get charged for beats. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? When I do it, ain't no crazy prices. But in the same breath, I feel like a lot of motherfuckers that I reach out to the same shit. I had this conversation with Sant, and he was like, you know what I mean? Not really being from this area, really embodying it and trying to take it upon myself. I don't want anybody to feel disrespected. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to say I'm something I'm not or take on somebody's position. I was like, no, brother, you the voice of us. You know what I mean? You speaking for us. You know what I mean? You speaking for the motherfuckers in that lifestyle that did that shit, that really went through that and is going through that and need to hear that. You know what I mean? They right next door asking for that sugar. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but in the same breath, it's so many motherfuckers who want to take, like you were saying, they want this one up on you so much that it's about taking from you more than it's about adding to the tornado that we can tear down the world with just what our city can do. And if 100%. You really ain't supporting people, you know as a creative what this shit takes. You really know, you understand. So if it's anything that you can add to make this shit greater, add it. Add it. Don't sit silent. Don't charge a little extra. Don't do the extra bullshit. Just make that shit better. Make that shit the best it could fucking be, because it's coming from you and it's coming from your city. Yeah.
That's community.
Real shit.
That right there.
Especially the urban community. 100%. That's what the urban community was built on. You know what I mean? Like, when you talk about Black Panther movement and shit like that, it was credit unions in your own hospitals and your own policing systems. It wasn't, let me sting my fucking neighbor and double charge his ass for some shit that I can
because I know he had,
the plumber charging $500, I'm going to do it for you for $30. Not the plumber charging $500, motherfucker, give me $488.
Yeah.
Go your ass to the plumber then. Damn right, I'm gonna go to the plumber because he gonna give me the warranty when he fuck up. Thank you. You charging me the same shit. Talk. And if your shit fuck up, you telling me, well, give me the 488 again, my nigga. I do it again. Like, nigga, no. This show fuck up. Nah, it was another pipe I seen was fucked up in there. I just didn't fix that one per se.
Yo, in all honesty, you guys gotta check this dude out on because when I watched Inappropriality for the first time, you know what I mean? It was you guys had it was you, Torch, who's that big white guy?
Matty Ice. Shout out Matty Ice, man. How you been, man? How you been?
You know what I mean? Like, and I would listen because the thing is, like, nobody was dropping gems like you guys were about the real shit behind it. You know what I mean? Everyone was like, you know, they'll go on podcasts and do like clout shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no one was talking about the real life, actual shit that most creatives, most people go through.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really love about your perspective of everything. Because the thing is, you say it as it is. You know what I mean? And the thing is, no one could really be mad about it because if you actually listen and really pay attention, put that ego and emotion aside, you're right.
Bro, I ain't never been no yes man, and it's been a gift and a curse.
Yo.
I mean, if y'all move the same way, you know, sometimes that makes people gravitate towards you when they need it.
Yep.
And sometimes it makes people shy away from you when they don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear you knock something I'm doing. I'm not knocking. I don't knock shit. I've never knocked anything. I don't hate. I don't hate on shit. Like, even when we had the conversation with what motherfuckers was saying about this shit, like, I'm the most impartial motherfucker I know. You know what I mean? I could be 50-50 on every damn thing. Like, everything. Everything. Like, no bullshit. But with that, it's like, I would never knock something someone's doing. I would just give you my additives based on my experience for free on what I feel you could do to up this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a motherfucker say, oh, I'm trying to do this business, da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da-da, say, yo, if I was doing that business, first thing I would do before I did anything else, just Google your name. I know a lot of other people might tell you, oh, start this, start this, start that. No. I will Google my name. Because if the name is using, you can't even do nothing with it legally. So where 50 other people might tell you 50 other things, just see if that name's available. Nah, but you don't understand why I got this name. No, I'm trying to get you your bread. I'm trying to make sure you can get paid. Them niggas is telling you to make t-shirts and start a website and all of this. But let's Google the name.
Yes.
And then once you Google the name, what did it? I Google the name is 30 other different brands. All right, now we not knocking the name. Let's change the spelling. Let's add some extra shit. You know, nowadays people turn O's to V's and shit like that. That's a big difference. You know what I mean? So it can trademark something else, but it's pronounce something else. You know what I mean? So little shit like that, and motherfuckers will think you knocking them. Knocking them. Like, it's so many aspects that I'm not going yes man you. I'm going to just try to give you any gem I could give you to just do the shit the right way. You know what I mean? And if you don't take it, that's when I understand. You know what I mean? It's to the same shit you were saying with that community. If you can't take level up conversations, you can't be living in this.
Thank you.
We having level up conversations. Motherfucker, I don't know the world. You don't know the world. You don't know the world. You don't know the world. But we all done seen different aspects of the world. We all from different aspects.
We all
of
put
life.
that puzzle together.
Come on now. So you could tell me some shit that I ain't never seen or never knew about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be a fucking fool to see him like, fuck what he talking about. I got vision.
Yo.
Sit your broke ass back with your vision. You know how many motherfuckers is ghostwriters and they got the people singing? You know how many people were plagiarists and it took them a long ass time to get caught?
Yep.
And they made a lot of money plagiarizing shit, like stealing jokes and shit like that. Like, motherfucker, like, understand the game. Understand the game.
The truth.
You don't have to be the fucking everything to be a part of something winning.
Yeah.
Just play your fucking position and play it well and wear whatever hat that you can learn and then wear that hat. Same shit you was talking about compartmentalizing. You know what I mean? When you take off this hat, don't keep trying to look your eye over your shoulder at that hat. No. Work on this fucking hat. Tunnel vision on this hat for this moment because this is what's needed of you. Yeah. You doing Daddy Fuego, you ain't on that motherfucker like, nah, yo, but listen, I got this new album come. Nah, motherfucker, this is Daddy Fuego.
One at a time.
Motherfuckers shoot my intro.
That's right. Yeah, one at a time.
Straight up, you know what I mean? This is a business, you know what I mean? When you see Ice Cube on motherfucking Friday, he ain't sitting there rapping. No, what do? They put their product in the placements of the music, you know what I mean? So they got the music in the score of the movie, but he's being the actor in the movie. Do the role.
You gotta get really good at something.
I want to ask you, what you are extremely wise, but so what motivates you? Like who do you look up to? Like who kind of like, if I could say like, I don't know what's the proper word, like a role model, someone that you really like, you know, kind of got you started on this. Like who did you look up to?
It's
a little bit of a lot.
For life shit in the whole, I would say the entire Black Panther movement. I'm 7'4" GD, you know what I mean? Street shit. I mean, motherfuckers talk about Bloods, Crips, all of that. You know what I mean? We're gonna take it to the streets for a minute. You know what I mean? Well, you talking about gangs, especially black gangs. You know what I mean? African American gangs. You go into Black Panthers. The Gangster Disciples were created in protection for African American people in the Midwestern, especially areas of Chicago and things of that. The Gangster Disciples are the gangs that are synonymous with the killings in Chicago right now, the BDs and the GDs. You know what I mean? I'm a GD, Massachusetts chapter, all my life. You know what I mean? But the reality of it is, when I became a part of Gangster Disciples, I was taught that there's two ways that you can go, because there's two ways to a man. You have growth and development, and you have Gangster Disciple. It's going to be two aspects that's needed of you. This is Styles P album, you know what I mean? Gangsta and a Gentleman, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be two aspects that are needed of you. It's going to be some times where you got to boss the fuck up and you got to do some street shit and you got to handle some business and you got to be a man. There's going to be some times where you have to handle your business in a more business aspect, and certain elevated knowledge is going to be needed of you to get through certain doors, you know what I mean? And every person who was put in my path that taught me through this, whether it was BDs, GDs, Crips, Bloods, motherfucking, especially Panthers, it was all the same shit, and it was about black elevated growth, people of color with elevated growth. And I've been learning this shit since I was fucking 14 years old, from the most streetest, hoodest niggas who did so much shit behind the scenes to protect and build their city, but was viewed as somebody else. You know what I mean? You see this person as a criminal. You see this motherfucker as the drug dealer. You see this motherfucker, but you don't understand that he's giving 10 bands to the Boys and Girls Club every week, and
Thank you.
This one ain't ran by the city.
Thank you.
But y'all don't know that, because it looks like everyone that's ran by the city. You know what I mean? You don't know that this motherfucker bringing 20 bikes to the projects, and we living in the projects where kids ain't got bikes. We steal bikes from projects. You know what I mean? He's bringing 20 brand new bikes with the fucking string off from Walmart, like he bought them just like that. We never seen shit like this. Motherfuckers like James Scott and shit. OGs like James Scott. OGs like Ali. OGs like Doughboy, Boogie, Poppy. You know what I'm saying? Not naming too many motherfucking names. In the same breath, there was a lot of motherfuckers who, regardless of what their criminal background was or anything, these were people who were workers. These were people who were fathers. These were men who were every aspect of life, and whatever you glorified, because that's what you seen, that's never what they taught you. I was one of the motherfuckers who listened more than I paid attention. You know what I mean? Like, when them hands-on motherfuckers, yeah, you showing me this shit. That's why I was fucking late today. And the fuck they changed the exits to get the fuck off. I'm like, I live here. I'm getting lost.
Yo, I got lost.
I'm getting lost because I ain't paying attention to the shit. I'm like, I mean, the shit said 14. I'm at 11. Oh, shit, I missed the exit. Yo, this is Siri. But you know what I mean? Like, I listen. So if you teaching me this, I'm not going to judge you based on, well, you doing this, especially if you taught me with some real shit. You know what I mean? I said that in one of my verses before, like, a lot of people knock gems that were taught by liars, or a lot of people knock gems or tools that were given to you by somebody that you find distasteful. Like they said, God puts everybody in your life for a reason. It's a purpose. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna learn something from this person, you can't knock that person from at least learning that from them. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I ain't learned no gems from this. That lying ass, snake ass motherfucker. Nah, that motherfucker could have taught you a lot of gems, even though he was a snake ass motherfucker and he didn't live by that. but he has some shit. He could have been a false prophet, but he taught you and you understood it and you moved by it. You know what I mean? So the list of motherfuckers that just influenced me to get to where I'm at is just, it's a lot of street motherfucking niggas, like straight the fuck up. A lot of street niggas. My mama, shit. Keena Scales. I mean, Paul. You know what I mean? Like, but a lot of street motherfucking niggas. No bullshit. No bullshit.
But, all right, man. That was a lot of gems. We are out of time. We are out of time.
But thank you, man.
But anything, tell people where they can follow you. Tell your fans anything. Shout out Inappropriality. Do all that good stuff.
Yeah. First and foremost, I appreciate the whole entire network that these guys is motherfucking building. This motherfucker Benny is the gem of the city. You know what I mean? If you're not supporting this man, if you're not shopping with this man, if you're not shopping with all of them, you know what I mean? Shop. Like the same shit I had the conversation with him before. Mav supports every fucking, no disrespect to y'all, but I done seen bro at 3-4 different impromptu events popped up. Like, what the fuck? This nigga be at everybody's shit. Support what this man doing. Support what these men is doing. First and foremost, support them. Support them. Support this city. MacWay music on every motherfucking thing. Brother, Google me. MacWay music. MacWay music. Google that. You'll find my Instagram. You'll find my Twitter. You'll find the Spotify. You'll find the Apple. You'll find the Deezer. You'll find whatever you want. Reverb Nation, Dat Piff. You want to go back, like he said. Whatever you want. You know what I mean? Shit, Bandcamp, like motherfucker. But like he said, Inappropriality podcast. That's the gang, man. Respectfully said, with the twin Carla.
Yes.
My boy Travis Mula, he got some shit out. My guy Cam, Trapper Cama, he just dropped some shit. Fucking my kinfolk Tiwi, he just dropped some shit. Go support that shit. Fucking the Elevator series with that boy Lenny doing numbers.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
best
Lenny.
fucking one, the best one to date. The boy MacWay.
For real, y'all
promote
fucking
your
killed. I didn't
shit,
even
man.
talk about
and
that.
Understand, just to cap that shit off, man. None of my numbers is fake, bro. Understand this shit is all fucking love. I share nigga shit. Niggas be like, bro, why you sharing nigga shit? Your story looking like a promo page, nigga. It needs to be the same nigga sharing my shit, man. Understand that shit. For no questions asked, just love. You like some shit, share it. If you can listen to a nigga's song, nigga, take that time to understand. Yo, while I'm playing bro shit, let me share this shit right quick. While I'm watching bro video, let me share this shit right quick. Create content for the creatives around you, man. Bro shit, man. Bro shit.
All right. That's been another episode. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Google, Apple, Spotify. Watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe. I'm Benny. Follow me at Benny B Design.
Maverick Prasad, follow me at Unlock Character.
Daddy Fuego. Follow me at David Rivera Comedy.
And thank you to MacWay. Stopping by.
Thank
it was fire, informational. If you didn't catch nothing from this episode, then you gotta rewatch it.
Yo, for real,
Bullshit.
You still fucking up, yo. You just watch that shit.
Well, we out. Peace.